What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up to the creed, man? Hey, I'm finna put something on you so cold, man. What up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up to the creed, man? Hey, I'm finna put something on you so cold, man. What up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Man, what the word is, man? What it do, man? Shout out to my mans, man. Shout out to my mans, man. What up, man? 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 It just had to. Who let Lady Hathor in, folks? You see what I'm saying? Who even let Shorty in here? Cause oh no, I don't know who even let Shorty in. Hey, A6 grind time. I'm finna post the link up right now. Go ahead, slide in here, man. I ain't gonna be on here long, but go ahead, slide in here. Is it a boy or a girl? I don't know yet. It ain't. It ain't even far enough along to even know all that yet. You feel me? But I'm in a predicament right now. I sell condos on that motherfucker. From now on, shit, fuck is you talking about? I'm in a predicament right now. Pray for your boy. You feel me? This was unexpected. But I was out here sliding and gliding. I was out here moving and grooving. So it was expected. I'm just playing. But Aces grind time to go to the link right there. Go ahead, hop in there though. On phone now. Motherfucker said my pullout game weak. Pullout game weak. Knowing this nigga, he might be talking about a car. Hey, I might be talking about a car though. On phone them grave though. Motherfucker said, oh fuck no. Praying for the creed. I need all them prayers, bro. I need all them prayers, bro, because this shit right here wasn't in my plans. This shit right here wasn't supposed to happen, you feel me? But I guess it was supposed to happen, you feel me? But yeah, man. I'm in a predicament right now. I'm in a dilemma. And I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. But ain't nothing I really can do but just get ready for that shit, bro. He said pull out Matthew too risky. Off on that. Bro, finna have a mini creed. Y'all think this shit funny? This shit ain't funny, bro. On phone them. This shit is not funny. What up, bro?
My man, what up, yo?
John, man.
Hold on a sec. Yo.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Trying to find the
Yeah, what's the
comments, man.
word,
Oh, there
man?
you go. All right, what up, y'all? How y'all feeling? Oh, we finally got a live. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's my man's A6 Grind Time, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel, man. Phone on grade.
Yo, why do I hear background talk?
You hear background talk.
Oh yeah,
Like from me?
it's like the whole entire show was like, "What's up, man?" The whole entire show was like echoing somehow.
Nah, I don't hear nothing, bro. It's probably your headset.
Probably is. What
My
up,
phone.
Sam? How you feeling, man?
Yeah, you got your volume up on your computer?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, because I could like hear myself on your side, low key.
Now I gotta figure it out.
All right, cool. Yeah, well, man, what you come up with, bro? I know you've been doing your research and stuff, man.
Yeah, I did. So I just been looking in the whole entire history and everything like that. It's looking like you can get a lot of records from the Department of Vital Statistics. If you got like ancestors and stuff that passed, you should be able to get birth certificates from them. I traced my family tree back a little bit, and I found actually one guy that might have been a slave master. Might have been a slave master. So when you look back further enough, you start to find stuff like that. And so dude actually ended up dipping out, this, that, and the third. So like I'm trying to trace that back. So it might be a situation where if you can find like a slave ancestor or something like that, a slave owner or whatever, you might be able to get reparations if they rich or whatever. So you might want to look into that. And then as far as the Native American thing, I'm still looking back into that. So it's a bunch of records I got to trace back. But I would start with the Department of Vital Statistics for that, and then you can get all that stuff straight.
So the Department of Vital Statistics or whatever, they do fucking genealogy, whatever it is, genealogy and all that. Like
You
they
can get
trace your
like
family.
birth certificates and death certificates and stuff. You got to know the names of the people, of course. So if you don't know the names, that's something you're gonna have to research from talking to family.
Right. Yeah, because damn near all our family trees gonna eventually go back to like a slave master or some shit.
Facts.
They done took our history from us, man.
Hold on a sec, yo. This sound is messing with me. Hold on.
Yeah, a few more people then told me they was using that passport too.
Yo, yeah. All right, I figured out the problem. I figured it out. Now I had the damn YouTube open and shit. I forgot I had it open.
Hey, yeah.
All right, so yeah, so all right, so yeah. With that said, so if we're gonna be tracing back our genealogy and lineage and all that, a good place to start would be, of course, if you don't have whatever certificates and stuff like that, because it's gonna make a stronger case if you have all that stuff in order. So if you send a packet with your DS11, if you're trying to get the 5, and let's say it's a situation where that is the truth, to get the 5, you got to trace your genealogy back and you got to have all that stuff in order. Best way to go about it would be have everything together. So like marriage certificates, birth certificates, death certificates. Even on the death certificate, it actually has the birth too, and that's a government document. So that should suffice if you can't get a birth certificate. But we put those documents in order the way I see it, and send that in with the DS11. If it is a situation where you can get the 5 by sending that back, that's probably how it's going to be. Now, I had somebody who said that they knew you that did. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. People be lying a lot on here. But I did have somebody that said they knew you, that you did their birth certificate, excuse me, not their birth certificate, their passport process, and they ended up getting 5 stars. And they ain't sending no explanatory statement or no documents or nothing like that for it. So that's something to think about too.
Yeah, on me, yeah, because a lot of us feeling it out the same way, but we all getting different stars and shit. So it's just like, how's the application? Because a lot of people saying, oh, well, you ain't turning the explanatory statement. Well, I know a whole bunch of people that did, and they still got 4 or 5 stars. So shit.
Yeah, I ain't turning no explanatory statement. I got 4 solid. So that's the explanatory statement ain't it. Now I heard a lot of people talking about the super injunction from Jordan Bay.
Oh yeah, like the Supreme Injunction. I'm finna turn one of those in my dance, so probably like this week, bro.
You ready to do your DS11 over?
No, I ain't gonna do that over. But I know somebody that don't even got the passport. They just got a Supreme Injunction, and they don't even get fucked with, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, shit, that's another layer of protection, shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that too, because you putting them on notice. You putting people hired in your courts and your local police. You putting a higher agency on notice. You feel me? And then leaving it up to them to put all the lower agencies under them on notice.
Yeah, true. Now, I think I know what you're talking about, and I don't have the super injunction, but I do have this right here. Hold on a sec. I was working on this early. I plan on sending this in. I'm turning in my driver's license because render on the Caesar with the Caesar says that in the Bible. So I'm turning that bad boy in, but I'm gonna send it in with this right here. So I recommend hollering at that dude, Bad Wolf, and he hooked me up with this right here. Can you see it?
Yeah, affidavit of American nationality.
Yeah.
Declaration.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm turning this joint in right here. It's the Affidavit of American Nationality, Declaration of Citizenship with a capital C. So it's basically going down a list and telling everything that you were basically putting in as a declaration. It's got a whole bunch of rights in here. It's got Supreme Court cases. It's like, have you ever seen the Affidavit of Sovereignty?
Nuh-uh.
That joint's floating around on Google. You might want to check into that bad boy. But he took that and he added a whole bunch of stuff in here to it. And then when I took it, I added some stuff in too. So I went ahead and got it notarized, and I plan on sending this out with the driver's license, right to travel, all that good stuff. I also got the writ of Freeman's right to travel too. I'll be sending that in as well. With the COVID-19 thing going on, you really can't go up in the NBA like that. Well, around here you can. Baltimore, they're not letting a whole bunch of people in the NBA, and you got to make a goddamn appointment if you even get in the bad boy. So they got us by the balls, really. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
and you know what's interesting? I just found out, and they're not even supposed to be pulling you over for tags here. They're not supposed to be pulling you over for tags at all because people can't get to the NBA.
Exactly. They're not supposed to be pulling people over at all unless there's a suspicion of a crime on some real shit. And just off them turning on their lights and signaling it an emergency, and there really ain't no emergency, that's a felony, bro.
But nobody checks them for it, though.
Yeah.
Nobody checks them. They're so used to running across people they can steamroll.
I got on their ass about that in the affidavit I sent to them. That shit was in there. Shit. Talking about you creating an emergency where none doesn't exist, you feel me? And you disturbing the peace. When I see these lights behind me and signaling an emergency, that's disturbing my peace, bro, on some real shit.
Word. Yeah, true. That's facts, man. I done seen them use, dude. I done seen police officers use lights to get through, traffic lights and stuff to get around traffic and turn them off when they go through. I done seen police officers run into people doing that, yo. Like,
yeah,
like
I
actually hit somebody
run into nobody. Cause that'd be some funny shit. If I seen the cop doing that, I hop out and laugh at his ass on some real shit. But I seen plenty of them run them lights, bro. It'd be red as hell. They flick the lights, go through the intersection, turn them bitches right off.
Right on.
I'm like, come on, cuz. Now you misabusing your motherfucking powers and shit, bro.
Facts. It was so funny, man, because they gave me a toll violation. I think I told y'all about the toll violation. So they gave me this damn toll violation. So I ended up sending I think it was the Maryland Department of Transportation. I ended up sending them a letter basically saying I was just traveling. I wasn't driving. So I don't have to pay for no tolls going through no tolls back and forth because that shit ain't constitutional anyway. But the letter wasn't professionally written. So they really try to ignore it, act like they ain't see it. That's when I sent them a cease and desist letter. Now I got the cease and desist letter from off the when Yusuf L was reading the hell was that thing called? Do not detain list video. He had a cease and desist letter at the end. I used it twice so far, and I haven't had any issues. I modified it a little bit, but I sent that bad boy in. It's a private communication, so when you send it in, it goes straight to the person that needs to see it at the top of the head or whatever, and then that shit's put into play pretty much. So that's another thing you can look into, the cease and desist letter for documents. Definitely.
Yeah. So they ain't saying nothing else about them tolls. Like How much was it in tolls?
They sent me here's the thing. I started off with something small. The toll was $5. So it wasn't a whole bunch of money. But I'm like, you know what? So, you start off small and then you work from there. So I basically sent them the shit saying, you know, I ain't giving you shit. I ain't got to, because it's saying the Constitution, the only thing you got to pay the government is gold and silver and precious metals. You ain't got to pay, and that's the only legal money technically. So if you don't have gold and silver to give them, or if they don't accept gold, you can't even pay them with gold and silver. You can't.
Exactly. And that's how you know they coercing us into a corrupt system, bro. Because they're not giving us any legal money to use on some real stuff. So that means everything we do, the banks is involved with any fucking thing we do, because we're using dollars to do it all on some real shit.
That's facts, man. That's all facts right there.
It's all bullshit is what it is. And good thing we got people like me and you and shit. But another thing I wanted to say is, you know, people out here just coming across these videos, man, don't just be hopping dead in it and getting your passport and going out there and, you know, getting yourself into some shit, you feel me? Don't be going out there, you know, drawing attention to yourself, trying to get popped out when you just got your shit, you feel me? Like, you gotta study this shit, bro, so you don't be looking dumb and saying the wrong things, you feel me? Like, people be saying some crazy shit to them sometimes, and it's like, you overstepping on some real shit, you feel me? You gotta know your shit so you don't mess up out there, and then now you making all the rest of us look bad. Now you making it look faulty and shit like that, you feel me? So yeah, be ready for that, and then be ready for them to try to put a registration or insurance ticket on you still. Like, are you prepared to fight that? You prepared to get an affidavit prepared and send that in and really fight these people and get them off your back? You feel me? A lot of people think this is just a free pass or something. It's not going. Everybody's situation gonna be a little different. How it worked out for A6 might not be necessarily how it's gonna work out for you on some real shit. Especially y'all that just got y'all card. Like, you don't even know if your status all the way flipped over. You just
I heard sometimes they be putting people in the red flag zone, basically. Well, they put you there for an undisclosed amount of time, and then later on they slide you over on the sneak tip. They're not supposed to do that shit though. They're supposed to push you straight over. And so you might have to do if that happens to you, you might have to do a FOIA, and then you know, go from there pretty much.
Yeah, on some real shit. That's another thing, folks. We need to see what agency. Maybe we could do a FOIA to the United States Department of State, bro.
You can. I looked it up, yo. You can do a FOIA. You can actually do a Freedom of Information Act for that document specifically, and they'll send you the actual document you sign when you turn in your DS-11. They'll send you a copy of that joint, and you'll get a copy of it. So if you go to court, you know, somebody has said on one of my pages, on one of my videos on my page, they actually got something back, and in the box it told you not to write in. It actually says sovereign in the box, which is interesting. Now I don't know how true it is because I haven't seen it. But that's something to think about. I mean, but it wouldn't hurt to do a FOIA, you know?
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna do that and basically be like, and I need to know what my status is, like concerning the U.S. citizen. I need to know what y'all got me in there as, and I get that FOIA back from them. That's official shit right there, bro. Some real shit. But I already sent in that affidavit. You know, anything you send on the affidavit, you basically swearing on, you feel me? And I said, this is my status, you feel me? You can go check on that. I was like, according to the United States Department of State, the state of Illinois, and my certificate of live birth, you feel me? On some real shit. So y'all gotta rebut that, or it stands as truth within 30 days, bro. It's an affidavit.
Yeah, I'm working on doing that. Somebody was telling me about the SS4 form too. We got to change that shit because that shit still says U.S. citizen.
Yeah, that's
fill that out.
Security. Yeah,
so do it.
And went in and changed, put no on U.S. citizen, and resent that bitch back in. Yeah.
You already did it?
I was going to, but I seen a few people do it, but I never got around to doing it.
I'm gonna do that shit tonight, matter of fact, bro.
Yeah,
pick that shit up, take care of that shit tonight. Get it. I mean, fuck it. We already, you know, here doing whatever. You know, you might as well get that shit done for real.
No, for real, it would be little shit like that be coming in clutch. Like how I did my trade name, my copyrighted name so long ago. But now that shit coming in clutch.
Yes, sir. Yo, I did the secure party process. Actually, I'm waiting on my UCC 1 shit to get back. So when that joint gets back, I'll be straight on that tip. But I already got all the documents notarized and all that, so that shit stands as fact.
Right.
So, you know, if you got to lead a smackdown on somebody with that shit, you can too. You can set the value at like 5 million and let them talk you down to like 1 if they want to continue pressing the issue. A lot of times they'll back off though, because it's not worth the fight. They can just pick on somebody that's easier to get around on.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all might as well leave me alone. Why y'all gonna mess with a lion when it's all these sheep out here? You feel me? So
straight up.
Yeah, go pick on all these other people like y'all do on the daily and leave me out of it.
Well, that's what they do, man. So look. Oh, also one more thing I wanted to bring up too. I wanted to bring up.
Shit.
I looked this joint up earlier. A rescission of signature. Because I know a lot of people was talking about sending a note to the DMV to
Yeah, I did that. I did that with my driver's license.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and that's how they cleared my fines on that bitch. I had like over $5,000 in like DUI fines and shit on that motherfucker. I rescinded my signature and canceled my shit. When I went to go get it after I canceled it myself, they was like, says there's a stop on here and it says there's fines and shit, but they couldn't see no fines because everything was erased. So then they just had to go ahead and just give me my shit.
That's good, man. You use the system. I mean, technically ain't no money anyway, so any losses they take, all they're gonna do is write it off on their taxes. The Federal Reserve's gonna pay that shit anyway. That's why I be telling people like, yo, no, this is what I would personally do. I'm not telling anybody to do this, and I don't give legal advice. But I be telling people like, yo, at the end of the day, if you really think about it, you really could you could really have your own health insurance, really. Like how much you paying for health insurance a month? Like $500, $400, something like that. That's like a waste, really. If you got to go to the emergency room or whatever like that, what I would do is I would just go ahead and sign a UCC 1308 or whatever like that. Use your passport if they ask you for any other identification. Go from there. If you got to get seen, they don't ask you for cash up front. They got to see you because of the whatever rule they got to follow as doctors and surgeons and all that stuff. They got some rule where they got to follow where they're not allowed to ignore anybody that's in need. So they got to see you. Then when they see you, you get the bill. Boom. You're going to get it from the hospital at first. And then at the end, I think it's like a few months in, the end of the year, they write it off as bad debt. That's how corporations do. They write it off as bad debt, and then when they do their taxes, they get paid that money. Then they sell your information to a third-party creditor. When a third-party creditor buys your information, they buy it for a fraction of what you owe. So if you owe, let's say, $3,000, they might sell it for like $800. And then they come at you, the third-party creditors coming at you talking about, yeah, so now you got to pay us because you did this contract with these people, and they're expecting you to go ahead and once they send you the letter, it's 30 days is basically acceptance. So if you let that note linger for 30 days, it stands. So that's like there you have it. So like you got them getting paid from the Federal Reserve, paying them for whatever bad debt they said they owe. They're selling your information also. And then basically if you pay them back, you actually end up paying them. They get a portion of whatever you pay too. So it's like they getting triple money. And it's all a system, yo, And if you think about it being no money, it's really no need to even give them shit. They gonna get their money back anyway, right?
Real shit.
Ain't nobody gonna come yank you out your house like, yeah, we need that surgery back. Look, give me them stitches, nigga. Nah, it don't work like that. So it's gonna be like, it is what it is on that one. Go ahead and use the system to your advantage, man. Don't forget they took the gold and silver from us. They're the debtors, we're the creditors. They owe us all the surgery we need. If my foot ache, you got to give me the goddamn medicine at the end of the day. And if you say your own, all right, well, I'm paying $400 for healthcare. Shit, put $100 in the damn bank every damn paycheck.
I gotta correct that.
And buy your
the U.S. citizens are the debtors, though. They debtors.
True. Yeah.
U.S.
I'm talking about us.
I'm talking about us, bro. Yeah, we creditors.
Right.
They debtors on some real shit.
Straight up. Hey, man, you already know what time we on though with that.
Yeah, real shit. And you ain't gonna treat me like a debtor. Shit, that's what they basically out here trying to do. Like, nah,
100% true.
You ain't servants to me. You work for me, nigga. That's real shit.
That's facts. Yo, so what's up with your man though, yo? Dude was over there talking. He was talking shit or whatever. I just saw the video yesterday.
Dude with the 12-year-old voice.
Is that his name? What's his name? I forgot his name. But no, dude was talking shit like, man, that's crazy.
Judah Hunnit.
Crazy thing is the situation got. If he actually took their advice, it could help him out, man. But people want to be too busy throwing rocks and shit. Crazy.
Right. But they steady seeing it. The only reason why they even took you out the car is because you had a gun on you. But besides that, they ain't even taking us out the car, boy. Anybody else, they step out. All that shit, they towing your shit, boy. You got bad plates on your shit. They towing they shit, bro. Real shit.
I think what might have happened. Sorry to cut you off, bro. No, I think what might have happened with that dude might have been a rookie, man. I think he might have been a rookie. And I think when he got his other dudes involved to come in and shit, they ain't know exactly what was going on either. I mean, you got heads that know about it, like more experienced veterans. I got a air of rookiness from how you could just tell how dudes is operating, that they real, green. I got that vibe from dude. But yeah, they pulled me out the car or whatever like that. And I did the no answer questions thing. So the second time I got stopped, I didn't use the no answer questions thing, and it went a little smoother. So I'm thinking maybe you answer whatever questions they ask correctly, though. It's a way you got to answer them, but you don't give them jurisdiction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, yeah, I only be answering what I need to answer. You feel me? Like you got identification on you, like something like that. Yeah, here I go, here you go. But anything besides that, you start reaching where you headed. Nah, I see now you don't need to know all that. Like real shit. Mind your business. Like now I'm gonna tell you my lawyer said don't answer questions. You feel me on some real stuff.
Yeah,
Because now
that's a little
you
too much
doing
info.
everything outside of what you need to be doing. Exactly. All you should be doing is running my identification, doing what you need to do, and letting me go, bro. Like all that extra shit, folks, is extra shit. Like
Facts.
we can't, and that's what gets you caught up. See, sometimes you get to answering questions and you slip up somewhere. He waiting for you to say something like, and you know what's so crazy? He tried to get me to slip up at the last moment. So when he came back and he handed me back my identification and he handed me them tickets, he was like, so do you understand what's going on here? Like when he handed me the ticket, no, I don't understand. Okay, he knew what he was trying to do. Real shit. I'm not going, folks.
Yeah, man.
He tried to catch me up.
He tried to catch you, man. He got that body cam rolling. So if you said you understand, that's a whole different jurisdiction right there, you know?
Yeah, because now I'm saying I'm standing under that shit, and I'm not, though.
True that.
Yeah. So I just don't like to answer questions at all. Like, I just want to hand you my identification. You run my shit. That's it. That like anything else besides that, I should be doing all the asking the questions because that's what makes me king on some real shit. So when I'm out there asking them, you gonna uphold your oath to the Constitution of the United States of America? Yeah, it's one wearing this badge. And you know most of these cops got cameras on now, so they ain't gonna get smart ass with you when you talking about the Constitution like that. You gonna uphold your oath? Yeah. You feel me? And I'm sitting there asking them questions. So do you know what a foreign national is? This and that. Now I'm making them realize how much they don't really know. I'm asking as king, like real shit. Same thing in court. You don't want to make no statements in court unless you're speaking a pure fact about law. Real shit. Besides that, you want to do nothing but ask questions on some real shit.
True. Yeah. You get them to ask. You ask them enough questions to get them to hang themselves, basically.
Yeah, because that's what they're trying to do to you.
Right.
That's what they're trying to do to you. Yeah.
So how do you feel about crossing the bar if you go to court? Do you think it's a better idea to not cross the bar, or do you think it's a better idea to cross the bar and make, give notice up front that you're going to be showing in as a special appearance and a friend of the United States Corporation? You know what I mean?
Yeah, in my opinion, man, which like you said, for I'm not a licensed lawyer or attorney, I do not give legal advice. I don't even want to go in there, period. I do not want to step foot in that court, period. Like you said, I want to do stuff through papers. I want to special appear through the papers. I want to do court through the papers because, most people ain't even competent enough to speak in court. On top of the fact that you're nervous, you getting put on the spot. They trying to railroad you, all type of shit, you feel me? So now you getting caught up in all this talking game. I don't even want to get caught up in that. I want to let the paperwork speak for me. You feel me? And then I want it on file so that even if y'all do somehow drag me in there, bro, I got that paperwork right there. So it's still speaking for me. Real shit, So I ain't got to sit there and try to come off the top of my head and try to play these word games with them and all that stuff,
Yeah, because at the end of the day, bro, it's like they say, man, never argue with a fool because that fool will drag you down to his level and beat you with experience. So it's like, if you going to be like, a creditor, don't act as a debtor because they got experience with treating people like debtors. You know what I mean? So absolutely right. I agree with that, man. I 100% agree with that. Now, it actually says also in the Constitution, too. I can't remember which article. I got to study this. I should know this by heart. But it basically says that you have basically a right to look at your accuser. So how the hell can it be a situation?
I can't hear you right now. I don't know if my connection fucked up or something.
No,
I think it might be.
Y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
You back. Yeah, you was kind of like messing up on my side. Like I couldn't hear nothing you were saying. It was like skipping and stuff. It might be my Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So basically, you got a right to look at your accuser, basically, and you also have the right to a trial by jury. So how the hell is it that when you go to court, even if it's something simple as traffic court, it's still a judgment. So like, how is it possible that you can have a police officer? Because what happens when you go to these traffic courts, you'll have the police officer that gave you a ticket standing as the plaintiff and you're the defendant, and then you'll have the judge who also works for the same government as the judge. This is a 2-on-1 situation. You getting jumped. You literally getting jumped in court.
Because how is the people of the state of Illinois coming against me, but the cop works for the state of Illinois and the judge works for the state of Illinois? Like that we in the wrong court, bro. Right. We in the wrong court because you can't be a party to this case. You feel me? Because you got interest, you got conflict of interest going on right now. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. And they know it, but they count on you not knowing it. You know, it's all about, you know, you start breaking stuff down, start looking around.
The judge supposed to be impartial. He's supposed to be neutral. He's supposed to be non-biased. How he gonna be non-biased if the state is the plaintiff and he's working for the state as well? Like that's bullshit.
Yo, there you go. You got it right there. Yo, so here's what I would suggest y'all doing. Yeah. Here's what I suggest y'all doing, y'all. Y'all may or may not notice. I'm pretty sure y'all notice, but y'all actually do this sometimes when I got free time. If you can get an off day or something like that, just take your passport or whatever and go into court and just sit down in the courthouse and watch how these proceedings happen. You'll notice that as soon as the judge asks, do you understand the charges against you? And if the person says yes, you'll say, raise your right hand. We raise this right hand. You'll hear something. Do you solemnly say something? So help me God. And then when he says, I do, you're going to hear immediately when he says that, you're going to hear a bunch of papers rumbling behind that court barrier. Like you just going to hear pages flipping and shit because nothing goes into motion until you stand under that jurisdiction. Listen to it next time. When you go to court, just watch how quiet it is until that dude says he understands or he does agree with the terms, conditions, and you're just going to hear a whole different energy. You're going to see and notice everything changes too. That happened to me one time when I went to court. I went to court for I had the guy got me for having a transport tag on the back of my car, and he was saying that you can't use the transport tag when you're not conducting business, even though he had no proof I wasn't conducting business.
Right.
And this is transport tags, the opposite, basically. So you can only really basically use that technically when you're conducting business. So I get a ticket for that. End up going to court, and I had to basically prove that I was conducting business, which is all you already guilty already when you walk in the bad boy. We already know that you got to prove your innocence.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you know, so the dude was like, the judge was like, do you understand these charges against you? So I said, no, I know and shit. I said, yeah, I do. He says, raise your right hand, raise my right hand, such and such and such and such. I do. As soon as the instant I said I do, I just heard pages flipping and I saw people looking at me like this and shit. The whole energy just changed. And I noticed that, and it threw me off because I was stuttering and slipping up my words because I didn't expect that shit to happen. This was back in like 2006, I want to say. It's a long ass time ago. This is a little. I ain't know shit. I was too busy trying to get laid. I wasn't trying to learn nothing, man. But you know how we are when we in our early 20s.
All this shit and all that statutory shit, you got to give consent to this shit. You got to give your consent. They cannot do nothing without your consent. They can't even lock you up without your consent. Real shit. We be giving them consent, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. I read something on the I'm actually reading the redemption manual. It was like, yo, the jailhouse is full of people who wanted to be there basically because they signed their shit over to them.
Yeah,
they stood in for the debtor.
Okay, you making a contract with them, and you gotta fulfill that contract. Real that's shit. Facts. And I'm
100%, man. You already know what time it is, though.
Hell yeah. Hey, exactly right. I think I'm in the wrong court, bro. On phone now. It's conflict of interest in this bitch. It's all y'all versus me.
Word, yeah.
And then, like you said, in traffic case, they be wanting to tell you that you can't have a jury trial in a traffic case. Nigga, I got the right to a jury trial in any case. What you talking about?
Exactly. Tell you can't have rights. What kind of bullshit is that?
And that's how you know we don't belong in them courts, bro. Because I need a court that's gonna follow the Constitution. That's what y'all not in there on that. Y'all on some statutory shit. You feel me? I'm not
statutes.
With that. Yeah. And I'm not under that. You feel me? And it's like just off showing up, they damn near implying that you under their jurisdiction and that you the all caps name. And I'm not. And that going back to what you said about the bar, see. It's like, you know, some people, they stand behind the bar and let them know, like, I'm specially appearing, you feel me? And I ain't entering your ship and all this, but then some of them get put in contempt, all type of shit. So it's like, I just don't even want to go in there, bro.
I'll be honest with you. My boy, he did that. My boy went in. I don't know if you heard the story about that. I told this on my channel too. But my boy, he actually went in the joint and they called the straw man. So he stood up like, yeah, I'm here representing that matter. And they said, are you such and such? He says, I'm the authorized representative, something like that. He said some shit. So He walks up. They says, please come to the front. So he walks up and he stands right in front of the bar. He didn't go past the bar. It was like, you need to walk past the bar. He was like, I think you can hear me just fine from here, judge or magistrate or whatever the fuck he told him. So next thing you know, the bailiff comes over there. Whoa, you need to get behind this bar. You go to jail, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I ain't going nowhere. He's like, all right, who's the trustee? The first thing he said, who's the trustee? So the judge starts stammering over his words like, he's like, are you the trustee? He said, oh, no, I'm not the trustee. He told the bailiff, are you the trustee? Bailiff says, no, I'm not the trustee. He backed up like, I ain't the trustee. He says, all right, well, judge, I'm appointing you as the trustee. So then the judge started tripping up his words.
The judge gonna leave the room for you do that.
Facts. And then here's the thing. They made a mistake too, because dude had, like, the judge had a whole shitload of cases. So everybody was in there watching that shit. So, like, he just came in there. You got all these people watching them do this. And usually when they have foreign nationals in that court, they'll show you respect by letting you be in there by yourself.
Right.
So dude was like, after that, every time he went to court for anything, the whole mood changed. Like he was, when he got to go to court, he was there by himself. They was basically asking him what he would like to do and stuff like. They would treat him like a creditor, you know. Right. So the whole point is, like dude said, it's basically a game, and you got to know how to play. And you fucking around being in the wrong court and shit, you know. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get cooked.
Period. And you gotta let them know you willing to take that shit to a federal court on some real shit. On me.
Exactly.
I'm willing to take that shit to a federal court where I'm gonna be the plaintiff on some real shit.
Right. Right. Did you look into the international court thing? Because dude say he got $5 million off of that shit.
Yeah, he had shown me some paperwork too. I don't know how to get into an international court though. Like, I did a little research. I didn't do my due diligence or nothing.
There's an international court in New York. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them, but there's one in New York, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're
going to technically an international concern, though. You know, if you from the Republic of the United States of America, and you're not from the United States, and you're not a United States citizen, they basically violating somebody from another nation.
Yeah. So, and it's like, who we gonna have to represent us? You feel me?
Yeah. Agree with that. So some guy was telling me about don't know who the guy is, but I did watch his video, and he was saying about starting a consulate. And I don't know where I'm at with that yet, man. Honestly, I don't know where I'm at with starting a consulate just yet, because it's a lot of people on here talking. Of course, you got to worry about agents and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know about that just yet, but I think that's something we need to look into independently. That way, because, like, you know, words, pretty much our word is bond. You know, everything we said, we done so far. We went out there, we did the legwork. We ain't just running our mouth. Any of these cats could be some, you know, they could be on some other shit. But me, I like to check people 4 and 5 times before I take what they say, you know, for bond. You know what I mean?
Nah, real shit. And that's how you got to do it, fam. That's why I had to go out there and get my feet wet, you feel me? So I can really, you know, prove this shit, you feel me?
Facts. No doubt. You're absolutely right about that, man. But, you know, I'm still looking into other stuff, so I'll definitely be doing probably another live. I'm gonna jump off of this joint though, because I gotta go eat. I'm hungry as hell. And you know, we're gonna stay in touch. And if anybody got questions, y'all can hop on my page when I jump on the live. I always do Q&A on my joints. I talk to y'all the whole time while I'm spewing what I know, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I'll holler at you then, bro.
No doubt, man. Stay up. Foreign national, born national. Take it easy. Natural.
Hey, period. I'll holler at you.
Peace.
Yeah, my man just got up out of there, man. Go subscribe to his YouTube, A6 Grind Time, A/6_grind time. Go find his YouTube. And by the way, I ain't got no baby on the way. I was just bullshitting. I'm out.